This has potential to be one of the greatest tools I've ever bought. So guys, new toy came in, something I've been looking at for a while. This is a nice cheap one on Amazon. I think it was $119. But let's open this thing up and see. And we might give it a little try here and take a look at it. Now, I'm not used to it, but look, there's absolutely no markings on the outside of this box. I have no idea what that says because I don't have glasses on and I'm blind. But, simple as that, it wasn't even taped up. Look, burnishing, polishing tool. And I got 1, 2, 3, and 4 different burnishing tools with it, or grits. And I'm not sure what grit is what. That's definitely a harder tool. That one's looks like it's a little heavier, a little harder, a coarser grit. I don't know what they are. Let's see if it tells me. It tells me how to use it, but it has absolutely nothing about what the colors are or what the grits are. I did see that in the reviews of this thing, telling what they were, and there was some people that came out later and said, oh, that's this and this and this, and they gave the colors. I'd have to look it up. Honestly, should have wrote it down, but I didn't. Look at that, Comet. Wow, that's a, I mean, it's a tool that spins, you know, and I don't know what really more to say about it than that. Not the greatest looking quality, but I'm going to put this thing together. Here's the cover for it. Here's an accessory pack. See what's in that. I'm not sure what that is. Here's an Allen. Here's a keyway. I would be willing to bet that's definitely needed. Matter of fact, there's 2 keyways. Again, if you look at these things, the way they're designed, it takes a key. Evidently 2 of them. Socket, wrench, a extra set of brushes. That's wow, that's not something you see often. Of course, some bolts and a handle. Let's see. Okay, yep, so there's the flat keys. That's how they go. And this is actually an adapter, so you put your handle on. So I'll be able to put this here, and I'll need this. Let me decide how I want to use this. I think I'm going to want this way. Yeah, so it triggers back here. Wow, that doesn't. Oh, okay. Well, now it took off. I don't know. It did not want to start. Fair enough. Or was I spinning it backwards? Please tell me I wasn't spinning that backwards. Were you guys watching? Nice there. There's that. All right. Of course, this thing is multiple angles. I'm going to go all the way up to the edge of it. Yep. Stick it down in there. Yeah, I don't know if that's the correct way or not. Tighten it down good. Let's get our keyways and put them on here. Let's see, I don't want to use that one. I'm going to try that one first. It seems to be a little more aggressive than the others. Make sure that flat washer is for there, just to make sure. flat washer and this bolt. It'll be interesting now. Yeah, that name is interesting. Quimit, or I don't know. I don't know how you'll say it, but I can tell you it's $100 and a whole lot cheaper even than the Harbor Freight, and it had great reviews. So let's find something metal and see what it does. All right. Been working on the cowl. And I don't know if you've seen the video. You'll probably see this before you see the video of me trying to make this piece with moderate success. It's definitely not done yet, so we'll see. My other option was to replace it with this piece of cowl. Cut it out and kind of have my own replacement. But there's a lot of rust on this one, and I don't know how much is underneath it, and I don't know how good it's gonna clean up, and I figured something like this might be perfect, at least to see if we can get these edges. So see what it's like. Plug this thing in and turn it on for the first time. I've never ran one of these, don't know anything about them, but multiple speeds, so don't know how aggressive to be, have no idea. So somebody scream and leave me a comment of how I'm doing it wrong. We'll start at the lowest speed and kind of work a little section here. Interesting. It takes a pretty large amount. Let's go to 3. We'll go from 1 to 3. We'll do the odds. Does a pretty good job. Let's go ahead and let's just take it home. Let's go to 6. To the rusty part on 6. You guys can see. Wow, so that's interesting. I wonder how this does with paint. There's a little paint on this side. Let's look straight down at that. We're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna go high speed on it. I'm gonna take a little spot there and see. This has potential to be one of the greatest tools I've ever bought. Wow, that is. So paint with clean metal under it, that's awesome. The rusted with a little pitting, probably needs something a little more aggressive. And But I'll tell you what, wow, there's more. Hold on. No, well, I guess you guys couldn't see that. Spraying that with a little carbon choke cleaner. I mean, it's definitely got some pitting in this thing, but it's strong. It's not like it's weak, it's just got some pitting there. And when you deal with these old trucks, one of the things you kind of got to understand is you're going to have some pitting, unfortunately. I might play around with that a little more, maybe try this harder and see maybe what that does to it. Let's just kind of, what do we got to lose, right? That's amazing how much crap comes off this thing so quick. And this is a little harder. It doesn't seem to have the give that these other ones have. You know, that could be a totally different thing. But let's see. You can see what I have right here, right? I'll lean you over so you can get a little better look at it. Definitely still a lot of pitting. Let me go to 5 on this one, 4 or 5. Definitely more came off with that. Still not knowing what these are. I'm gonna go ahead and try each of them at least one time. And there are more options for these things out there. I mean, there are tons of options, as a matter of fact. And which one is best, I have no idea. But let's try. This one feels much softer, but one of the comments pertain to this, just because they feel rougher doesn't mean they're necessarily the coarser, which made no sense, but we'll see. Definitely not as coarse as the first one. So what I'm seeing, what I heard someone say right now, is bullshit. Definitely this feels like it's much, this is looks like it's more for polishing or clearing out. I'll hit this bare metal here. I think you'll really be able to see it. This is a Scotch-Brite pad. Matter of fact, looking right here, see the lines in it? I'll bet you this will come out closer to a mirror finish. Yeah. So they are what they are. No matter how I look at it, I'm excited about this because I'll be able to do, you know, that paint removal. That was very solid. I don't know. Got more coming. I will definitely get more of these in. They're about 20, anywhere from what I've seen, anywhere from $18 to $19 to up to $50 to $60 each. So they can be fairly expensive. I want to make sure I understand exactly what I'm buying before I buy it, especially if I'm going to spend upwards of $50 and $60 for each consumable. I'd expect it to really do a whole lot for $50 or $60, considering the tool's $100. Looks like this, if it lasts at all, is a definite good investment. I definitely like what I'm seeing with it. And it tells me this cow's probably good enough that I need to go ahead and cut this out and reuse it rather than trying to make patch panels up when I've got a good one sitting here, which just makes sense. All right, I've got something that's already formed, or I have to completely form it. Now that was a fun trial, proving that it can be done, especially if somebody knew more about it than me. That's why we do these things, is to learn. I heard a guy talking earlier that someone's always going to tell you that you're doing it the wrong way, and there's no wrong way, and I don't know if there's a best way, but I think there's always a better way. Hopefully we'll find that out as we move along. So guys, make sure, hit that like, subscribe, notifications, let it tell you know what's going on, and we're going to put this tool to work on that cab very soon. Start checking me out.